Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So today I pulled out our little envelope trifold pocket thingy mabobber. I'm not really sure what to call it. It's just cute and fun way to do some envelopes, some big envelopes. And I figured we would cover these other sides and maybe try to do a little decorating on the inside. I don't know yet. We'll see. I mostly think it's just going to be a pocket. So I'm not super worried about like filling it with paper or any of that stuff. So I have brought along some coffee dyed paper. I have some washi tapes to maybe use to reinforce in different spots. I'm noticing, you know, as it is with junk envelopes, you've got those little spots that might tear, like on your corners. I'm seeing one right here that's irritating. What I do sometimes, because I know I'm going to cover this, so what I will do is this. I will take a small piece of Scotch tape, and you can use whatever tape you have. I'm just using this because that's what's near me. And because I am going to cover this part, okay, I am going to just slip this little piece of tape in here and let it kind of be a reinforcer. This area will get covered, so it's not going to matter. You won't be able to see it. You might be able to see it right here, but I'm probably going to cover this inside as well. So I don't know yet. We'll see. But that way, it's yeah, this side is doing the same thing. So I'm just gonna. This thing is, it's probably mostly because it's been on my desk, and it's just, I'm gonna turn this around. It's just kind of been floating around, and it's gotten bumped and bruised, and you know what I'm saying. I did this with you guys weeks ago and did not finish it. Got busy with other stuff and just kind of didn't finish my task with this. Okay, but I kept it nearby so I wouldn't forget about it, and yeah, keeping it nearby can be a danger to your piece if you're not going to do anything. So this front piece, I'm not sure if I want to use the coffee dyed paper, or maybe I will, but I want to use one that's a little more. Well, let me check something really quick here. I want to see something. How big is this? Because I really like this paper, and I'm thinking it might look really cute against just on the inside of, I don't know, let me see. Grab another piece of my, ooh, is this tall enough? Ooh, that would be nice, right? And I could, oh, it's exactly the right height. I could actually use this, and then that would be fun as just the border of this window, and then I could just distress where the white is and bring it together. You know what I mean? Gee, I don't know. Let's see. How about, let me grab one more piece here. Let's see. A pretty piece of the lacy paper that I did. And let's see. Technically, this probably goes better with this than this piece. This piece is fun. However, it's very glittery and glitzy and glammy, and I'm thinking this piece might do me better. And it is exactly the height of this envelope pretty much, so all I'd have to do is distress around the edges. So what I'm going to do is show you guys, let's see, how do I want to do it with this? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Here is what I'm going to do. We are going to fold this over. And you'll see what I'm thinking. I'm hoping this works. Now, I saw somebody, I do not know who, oh my goodness, I totally didn't pay attention. It's not someone I normally watch, but I had looked up a specific thing, and this video popped up, and I watched it. And she was, basically, she was doing, not graphite, but carbon paper. She was using carbon paper, or sewing transfer paper that you write on and makes like a dark edge. and she had went around the edges with her paper, laid her paper out, went around the edges and made the line to cut them out. And the reason I had watched it was because I wanted to see what other people were doing, because I was trying different things. Now, I don't have any carbon paper, okay? However, what I tried, and it seemed to work. Now, if I can get this to fit in here, unless I trimmed it wrong, which if I did, I'll just cut it a little bit more, but I don't want to cut all of it off. Now, I would normally, if it were a flatter area, just lay it on the outside of this. The reason I'm putting it inside, you'll see in a second, is I don't think that my pressure on it is going to go through this area back here, this thicker area. And so, yeah, you'll see what I'm doing. Just give me a second here if I can fit this in. I don't know. I don't want to trim this down too much because I don't want to lose, but it looks like I'm going to have to a little bit. I don't want to lose the edge that I'm going to use on the outside. Okay, that's about as much as I can take off without doing too much. So yeah, probably already did too much, but we'll see. Okay, you really need to not fight me. These are the fun things we do when we're by ourselves, and then you get on camera and you're like, oh, come on, just flow, just go like I want you to, and don't, you know, make me look like an idiot. Maybe not an idiot, but, you know, I don't want to be clumsing around here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's definitely fighting with me. I'm not even sure why. Let's see, what's it catching on? There's really nothing for it to catch on when I look inside of there. Yeah, it's weird that it's catching it all. Huh. Sorry, I'm out of camera, I know. I'm standing this on its edge, hoping I can get this to slide in. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, let's see. And I had to take more of it off than I wanted. Okay. So, yeah, I was going to use... I could stick a different piece of paper in there. Let me see here. I just need... Y'all are probably like, just stick a different piece of paper in there. Watch. Let's see if this one will go. It's just a piece of book page. It's one of my glue pages. I don't know what in the world it's catching on this side because there's really nothing there, but for some reason it doesn't want to move past this. Oh, you know what it is? There's a tiny little area here where the envelope is like not glued down but bent. I couldn't see it, but I could feel it. And that's what's happening there. I'm trying to just get it on that side and get it in there so that it's all the way flat. Okay, come on now. Just go. Just go without me tearing my envelopes up. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Bear with me. Bear with me, sweethearts. I'm going to use this, if I can get it in there, I'm going to use this as a template. There we go. Okay, now, I did this earlier on something and it worked, so I'm hoping that it'll work again. So all I did was I took my little, whatever you call it, tool, and I went around the edge, okay. And I don't have, of course, the carbon, but it drew, the pressure pushed a line around the page. So I was able, and then I just cut into that. Okay. Now, the other side worked easier, because the other envelope side, but it was because I don't actually know why it worked easier. How did I do it? Now that I'm thinking about it. There we go. So I'm just going to cut this out and make it like a little stencil, basically. Or template, you know. Usually I just collage over these envelope windows and cover them and square them off and don't worry about it. But I kind of wanted to try and see if I could build a little piece that would go right around its corners. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so now what I want to do is put this over there. Okay, now I'm going to put this here where I want it. Oh, I guess it don't matter right now. Just actually, I guess it does matter because I need to have it match this thing. How did I do this, you guys? Earlier I did it and it was just like, oh, no big deal. Huh. And I didn't use tracing paper either. I literally used this and traced around it on the paper. But now I'm just like, it's not. Oh, first of all, we got that the wrong end. There we go. Okay, there we go. So I just want to make sure and put this. Oh, you know what I think it was? I didn't have it measured out exactly where I needed it to be, so it didn't matter as much. You know what I mean? And then I just cut it accordingly. This one's so exact that, yeah, this is not going to work. Making me irritated. I may end up using this just because then I can just, no, because it's the exact size too, so let's see. Maybe if I use this one because it's taller. Yeah, you know what? That might be better. Okay. So as long as I have enough overlapping on each side, then I can trim. Yeah, I'm going to give it a try. Let's just do it, right? I think I like my collaging better. It's easier. I don't have to be so exact. And it's hard to hold this and make sure you don't move it at all. Ugh. See how it comes out? You'd really have to hold it all the way around. Even if I had carbon, I would have to do that. Oh, geez. So let me see. Where am I here? Okay. This is boring. I'm sorry. This didn't turn out to be quite as fun as I thought it would be. Well, I didn't think it'd be fun, but you know what I mean. Okay, there. So now I'm going to cut into, yeah. I'm just going to poke through the paper, and then I'm going to use that, of course, like I did before. And I got to keep it in the light so I can see the impression. Okay. Now that one's hard to see. There we go. I sure hope this fits after all this. I mean, I'm still gonna have to trim the edges, but hopefully that center part will fit enough to go on there. All right, let's see here. Okay, I'd say that's good enough. There we go. Let's see. Make sure it covers everything. Yeah, that's covering. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, how is she going to do that part, I wonder? I just figured I'd say it for you guys. So first I'm gonna hold it right there at the corners, and I'm gonna fold it. I'm gonna fold it up on this edge, and I will be distressing this edge, so even though it's kind of off just slightly. Okay, I'm gonna turn it this way, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Center that as much as I can. Oh, you know what? Look at that. It's pushing up on the top. Let me see. Maybe I will collage. Start this video over and you guys will not even see this part. I always threaten to do that and then I end up showing you anyway. It's going to be Distress ink around the edges. That's all I'm saying. To brown it and kind of blend it in with everything, because you know what? It's just, it's a-fighting me a little bit, so it's okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fold this a couple of times so I can tear it. And hopefully not rip it. I don't mind if the edge, of course, is torn. I want to make sure it's torn evenly, you know. There's that part. Be really careful here, it's so thin. I think that next time I'll grab a piece I have tracing paper, I just didn't grab it. I think I'll grab my tracing paper next time, and then that way when I go to do this, it'll be, I can see through, you know, because I could have jumped up and grabbed a piece of that. I was just really trying to do it because I knew I had done it earlier and it was annoying me that I couldn't seem to get the same outcome that I did earlier. So, you know what I mean? Okay. Don't you go crooked on me. Okay. Alright. This paper will look pretty on there though, I think, because of it being, you know. That old-fashioned look. Let's see. I've got that Brandon Lake song in my head. Come on, my soul. Oh, don't you get tired on me. Lift up your soul. 'Cause you got a lion inside of those lungs. Get up and praise the Lord. I have a frog in my throat. That's the songs in my head though. All right, now, we're almost there, kids. Took us long enough. Gosh, that took 20 minutes just to fiddle around with that thing. Ridiculous. If y'all are still with me, thank you. Probably fast forwarded me, and I totally understand. I would have fast forwarded me too. Let's see. I think this side has more, you can see it more. Now I am going to go ahead and grab a brush, a small little brush, okay? And some Distress ink. I don't really care. This is the espresso because it's what's handy in front of me. And I'm just going to go around this edge. And I think, so I don't get it all over the plastic, I'm going to do it like this. And just brown this paper so that when, if the paper doesn't quite cover or something, you know, I'm covered. You know what I'm saying? So I've just got oxide. This is just oxide, not ink. I should have said that. I know they're different, but I kind of, in my brain, for the most part, associate them the same. Oopsie. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to use this little trifold, but I think when I made it, I think if I went back to the video and watched it, I was talking about just using it in a journal and like having it as a like a floating piece that would be inside of a pocket in the back where the front covers, something like that. This might actually fit nicely into our new travel journal. Yeah, so because that's bigger. The album that I'm doing, yeah, that's a little bigger. Oops, we got a little tear right there. Okay. Oh, it's already gonna be noon. Gee whizzle sticks. Where did the day go? Okay. Now I am covered just in case. Okay. And now I'm gonna grab this. I got my dauber, and I'm just going to do the edges here because that way they're done and I don't have to mess with them later. Where I put that Scotch tape. What do you know? The oxide's not working on it. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it. That's what washi tape is made for. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Let's see, it's Thursday. We're almost to the weekend. Now for you guys, it's last Wednesday for me, so you know where I'm coming from and in the timetable. I don't know why I always tell you guys that. I'm always curious with people. You know, when I watch a video, I'm like, when was this? You know, they'll mention stuff and I go, when was this? So I always kind of tell you guys, it's this week. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use I think I'll use my Aleene's glue. I don't know, is this even going to open for me? Let's see. I think I cleaned it out last week really good, or a few days ago, and I haven't really used it. I'm going to put it directly on the envelope, I think. And the reason I'm using the Aleene's is because it's such a big area, and also Aleene's spreads a little better and it stays, it stays wet longer. So I'm just giving myself a little room, you know. I could have put it on the thing, but I'm thinking if I was going to use the stick, and then I realized if I'm putting it on the paper and pulling on it, it's such thin pieces I might rip it. So that's why I chose to go this route. And if I have to put a little bit of glue underneath around the edges with like the art glitter glue. I will, you know, just to, if I don't quite get it everywhere, which I probably don't. I probably didn't, but that's okay. Here. All right, so let's do this. Let's do it to it. Let's see what we get. This is the first time I've done this. Like I said, I always collage around these windows and just, you know, cover them that way. But oh, there you go. That looks pretty. It was kind of worth doing it, messing with it like I did to get it right. Let's see. I'll grab a dry wipe and just push this down. Make sure it's, you know. Technically, I did cut it right. It's covering it. So that's good. It just didn't look like it when I was folding like the edges and stuff. It looked off, but yeah, it's a little too long, but that's fine. We're just going to trim that. That's at the top, and that's a pocket anyway, so it's that upper pocket, you know, upper loading pocket. So that's all right. Let's see how my sides go. Pretty good. I've got a little bit of trimming right on this part. Just go along. Let's see. I'm just gonna, even though it's right to the edge, I'm just gonna trim off like the hairs of the paper that where I, you know, tore the edges, so it matches the rest. And then this side as well. Just gonna go along the edge. And I'm calling it the hairs of the paper because that's what they look like. They're just little, almost like little fuzzies. There we go. There, that's pretty. I like it. And it looks good on with that background too, I think. So there's, okay, so there's the back. And then there's the inside. Nice, right? It's not too bad. Okay, so there's that. Now, here's what I did earlier, and that's why I'm kind of like, what did I do? Because I know it worked, and I think the reason it worked is because, yeah, that's why. I know what I did. I took my piece of paper, like, I don't know if I'm going to use this paper, but I took my piece of paper that was a book page, and I stuck it inside of the envelope, okay, and then I traced on it. So like I went inside like this one, okay. Wow, that's really deep. Okay. Oopsie, sorry guys. All right, so you're on the inside now, and I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna go. And I guess since I'm doing it with this paper, I'm committing to using my coffee dyed paper on this. But it looks kind of pretty, right? So I'm just pressing hard enough to hopefully not detrimentally damage the plastic around the edges, but to impression on there that line so that I'll have it to look at and cut. Now if you're using carbon paper or the sewing paper that transfers, that's probably better. I have some in, I put it in my Amazon, okay, so that if you guys, and then there's our impressions, see. So if you guys want to get some of that, I did put it in there. I'm just grabbing really quick. I'm going to use this because I'm tired of trying to jam I don't want to cut the paper trying to jam my scissors in there. Anyway, and I'm going to use these smaller scissors. Oh, Tara. Let's see, which pair? Which ones? Okay. I put it in my Amazon store in case anybody wants to get some tracing, or I mean the transference paper or the carbon. Okay, so it's in there. I have it in my cart, and I am gonna get some, but I just can't do it right now. not this week. It's bill week. As you guys know, budget girl here. And it is bill week, so I gotta get this in the light. It is extra, I have to be extra careful on bill week. You all know, you have those weeks, right? I think I'm messing this one up a little bit. I hope I'm not, but I wouldn't be too surprised if I didn't. This one went a little quicker though, right? Wasn't quite as painful to watch me do. Okay, well, it's not terrible. Let's see. Right here, it looks like I have a little corner. Okay, now, let's do this side. Okay, so let's see. I was gonna say something about Father's Day, and then I realized that it was Father's Day last week. Now, when is it Father's Day other places? I know in America, it's going to be this coming Sunday, which for you guys is last Sunday. But it changes, you know. It's always in June. It's always, what, the third week? Or the third Sunday of June, right? Is it the second Sunday? Second Sunday? Or third? No, it's the third. So whatever date that is, that's when it is. But I don't know how other countries do it. Or if they do it. I mean, they do Mother's Day in other countries, so I'm figuring they do Father's Day as well, right? Okay. Whenever somebody asks a question like that who's from another country, when I'm watching the video, I'm always like, it's on this day, or it's this, or it's that. I'll like start answering them like they can hear me. Do you guys do stuff like that? You don't do stuff like that, right? That's just me. That is just you, Tara. You silly girl. Okay, so let's see. How bad did I do? I didn't do too bad. Again, it looks like I didn't get it, but at the same time, I'm not sure, because when I got the other one on, it was fine. Oh, you know what? It's not enough on this side. Look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, I suck. Oh, goodness. I hate that. Guys, look what I did. It's got all this big gap right here. I guess I could put another piece of paper right there. Oh, you know what I could do? Dun, da, da, da. I thought of something. Let's do some washi. Is it too wide? Probably. Knowing my luck, it's too wide. It's okay. It's okay. We are going to do the washi and then we'll trim it off. How's that? There we go. This is the same one I have on the other side, and it's green with the purple, which I love, so that's why I'm using it. See, it's got the same. But I am going to trim it because I don't want to cover everybody's faces. So I'm just, oh, you know what I could do is just let it ride over the edge on this side. I don't know. Let's see. What do we think? So you want to just fold it over? Will it stay? Will it not? It matches, that's for sure. How about we just run a little bit of glue along this edge here. Just right there. And then fold that down. And that way I don't have to trim it. And it kind of brings both sides of the envelope together on that, because of course we've got washi on the other side, on this side. So, all right, I feel like this, yep, I'm right. It's, I hate when that happens. It didn't fold down right. I am just making a mess today. As Tina would say, this video is turning quickly into a how not to craft. That's how I feel right now. This is how not to cover your envelopes, okay? I might put that in the title. Okay, so there we go. We've got And it matches, see, and it's got the purple, which the green and purple, and then this is purple. So yeah, it just looks pretty, and it's serviceable as well. So you know, because now when I put this on here, it's gonna have that pretty little edge, and I'm not gonna have to worry if you know. Yeah, so we got it going on. Alright, and just in case we're not covered up here at the top as well, got a little distress going on. And then of course we want to make sure that this part is done. I really don't need this piece of paper. I mean, it's not like that stuff doesn't wipe right off of this part. It comes right off, so I can just go around it and then wipe it off. Okay. All right. Now, do we want to? Yeah, we'll just do the glue again. But this time, okay, stop turning this the wrong way. I do need to fold and make sure everything's kosher as far as like where it's landing and all that stuff on the, okay, so that part is fine. This part, the height looks good. It's just this one side needs folded over. So we are going to try and get this right. I'm wondering if I should just glue it and then fold it down and then trim it. I'm gonna try this. I have no idea. We'll see. We'll see if I can make this work or not. If I don't, again, it will be one more what not to do, according to Tara and her mistakes, okay? I'll be wiping glue off of here, I can tell you that, because I'm really not trying to be perfect. Okay. All right. Let us see. And again, once you sit it down, it's almost perfect. It's not quite. I do have a spot here that's a little high, but for the most part, it's like right on it almost. So that's good. So keep that in mind when you're cutting it. Don't be too hard on yourself, because it could be that you're right on task. Okay, I am seeing this move. Come on, baby, don't tear. Just raise up. There we go. Up. Tara, stop hitting that. What is that? Tape? Yes. Not really sure how it got there, but okay. All right. That's funny. Now I have another song in my head. I don't know what's wrong with me. My head's jumping around with songs today. Now it's, do you remember Stephen Curtis Chapman? Let us pray, everywhere and every way. Every moment of the day, it is the right time. For the Father above, He is listening with love. And He wants to answer us, so let us pray. I was probably off a little bit, but you know what I'm saying. If you remember that song. Okay, I'm not liking right here, so I don't know, should I? I may bring another piece of washi right there because I already folded it before and it had that fold. So, okay, so how do we want to do this? Let me get a ruler. I grabbed 2. I don't need 2, I only need 1. It's pulling, I can feel it. Yep, it's pulling, so it's gonna tear. So, where is my knife? Let's see if I can just kind of get us past this part. I'm going to try the scissors and see if I can get this to work. It'll be fine. Look at that. It's fine. I am probably going to put a little bit of tape along that edge there where I'm not liking how it looks right there. Because the 2 tapes aren't, technically they're not meeting up. And, well, maybe I don't need to. Yeah, it's okay. Or is it on this side? I guess it's, technically it's this side that's, okay. Well, this side did not lay out quite as flat and perfect as the other side did. And I still want to, oh, I did not shut that, did I? Because that's an open spot. Oh, you girls, I am not crafting good today. What is wrong with me? I just realized I closed my envelope. Sheesh. Did I really do that? I did. I sure did. I actually somehow glued it shut. Yeah, I did. I glued it shut. Wow. This is truly a how not to craft video today. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to keep it like that. And yeah, let's see. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I may go ahead and cover this side with tape. Yeah, I don't want to cover it with that wide tape, but I'm thinking that I may go ahead and open this side since I sealed up this one. Oh, no, wait. I didn't. Oh, you guys, I am being a dork. I'm sorry. I'm getting irritated. Okay. It's open. It's fine. I didn't shut it. I thought I did, but I didn't. It's right here. It's okay. This is technically the outside. That's why it was sealed. I almost messed something up. Okay. Let's just move on. Let's move on. Let's see. This paper is about the right size for this one, so okay. Hopefully this will go in and I can just like it did on the other side. I hope. Come on, baby, just get in there. Going. It's tightening though. There we go. And the base, little tiny spots in the corners there are glued down is why it's, yeah, I can feel it. It's tight right there. Take off just a nidge. Just a nidge and see if it helps. I don't want to take off enough for it to actually not cover the outside, you know, again. Yeah. Goodness sakes to Murgatroyd, as my grandmother would say. This is getting annoying. Come on. Are you in there all the way? No, you are not. The reason I have to get it in there all the way, in case anybody's wondering why, is because when I trace it, I have to make sure it's going to cover on the outside. So I have to make sure it's pushed all the way over so that when I trace this, hopefully I got it. We'll see, won't we? We will see. Okay. Next time I do this, I will have some carbon paper and make this easier on myself. Like I said, again, I am being lazy and not getting up and getting a piece of tracing paper, but hopefully this is good enough. And let me double check and see if, yeah, I don't think it's wide enough right here. Yeah. So again, I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit off on this edge. So what do we have on this side? We may end up putting some more of this to cover that so that it will cover it without covering her. Just doing the edge and then bringing it over. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Yeah, good enough. Okay. There, I hit that one more time. There we go. So now this edge has got some tape on it and we don't have to fuss around about this. It'll fit. Let's go ahead. I guess I could use this to poke through that. Where is it? Yep. And again, I don't know if you guys can see the line I'm following, but if you have really good eyes, you probably can. I do not have that great, and so I am staring at it through my bifocals and still having to catch it in the light. But at least you guys know, if you don't have any of the carbon paper, this way does work. It's just a little bit more of a hassle, and I've probably made it look worse than it really is because I'm kind of off today. So unfortunately, I've been kind of off when it comes to the crafting aspect of who I am right now. I don't know why. I'm kind of in a funk, and I'm still recording and making videos, but I don't know, I've been in a funk, so keep me in your prayers. It's not in a bad way or anything. It's mostly, actually, it's good. I've been doing a lot of Bible study, and I've been focusing a lot on the Lord, and so crafting has kind of been taking a bit of a backseat for me, to be honest with you. There we go. So, yeah, good enough. It'll probably, like it did before, once we glue it down, it'll probably be right on there. Okay? So I'm kind of liking the purple washi, you know, coming over the edge a little bit. Looks pretty. Let's get this on here real quick. Just doing our edges. As I said before, probably not necessary, but if it is necessary, it'll be there, right? I'd rather have a little grunge around the edge and then the bright green of the envelope shooting through on the edge. I like the grungy better. Just wipe that off. All right. Now, put my lid back on. Okay. Whew. Now I'm just going to run this along here. I have no idea how far over I need it to go, so I'm just going to kind of take it close. I'll use a dry wipe and clean it off if it's too much, if it's too close, or if it goes over where it doesn't need to be, you know. Those dry wipes are awesome for that. I've even, sometimes, depending on what my surface is, I've used wet wipes to wipe up glue too. Praise God. Alright. I want to remember to show you guys something I did after we were off video with the something challenge this week. I used the woody stick on the playing cards that I did with you guys, and the napkins, you know, the decoupaging and all that. And it came out really cute. And I'm thinking that I might use this in, where is it? Oh, no, where is it? The one I did. Oh, nice. So I go to talk about it, and I can't find the one. There it is. This one, remember this one? See? And I did the woody stick around the edge, and I thought it looked really cute. I was thinking too, you could sew those. They would look adorable with some stitching. I'm sure that I'm not the first one to think of that one, but considering I am not, I always forget to sew things when actually that would add like the last final touch on my stuff. I tend to do that. Or like I'm on video with you guys, and then after I get off, I think of it and go, oh yeah, I should have done that. Like I did with that. So yeah, kind of funny. Okay, so on this one, like I did on the other side, I'm just gonna trim this edge off of here, trying not to cut into the envelope at all. Okay. If anybody's liking these scissors, I have no idea where my mother-in-law got them. They are my late mother-in-law's. They just came with her stuff, and I love them. They work so good, but I don't know where I would ever find them to replace them. So I know when I watch people, there's certain things they use, and I go, oh, I like those, or oh, I like that. I wish I had that, blah, blah, blah. And just letting you know, I have no idea where they came from. So there we go. Now we got it covered. Now I want to put something inside of this one, and I'll probably do some more of that tape along this edge here, just to make it cohesive, and also because it kind of looks, I don't know, sloppy. It could look better. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm thinking about it. And because it's on this paper, it seems to really be sticking. And this is kind of a sticky washi. I don't know if I will have to come back over it with glue or not. I might. I don't know. So far, so good. Okay. So far, so good. Actually, I probably will use some glue right now just because of the width and stuff of this. It's kind of... There we go. There. And that also sealed that edge right there of the paper was my paper was kind of up, and so I didn't like that. So that makes it look better. And it's trimmed right here. Okay, so there's the back. And this has a purple in it. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of an eggplant, so those match. And then there's the front. Okay, and then there's the inside. I really think this is pretty cute, actually. The reason I didn't put any tape on this side is because I didn't want to cover this baby girl's face, or her face. I just really like that, and so I left it open. But we do need to put a piece of paper inside of here. And I'm wondering, I don't think I have another piece of that, my collage. I'd have to print more, so I'm wondering if I did like a Tim Holtz paper or something here. Let me see. Well, that looks nice. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'm going to trim this right to the other side of where I just folded that. Hopefully get that even. Even enough. Okay, it needs to go that way. And then this will be the inside. You'll be able to see. I like it. Okay. I think I need to take a tiny bit more off of here. Okay, now we want to glue it to that back side, to this side, right? Yes. And we want it to glue on this side. I'm just gonna go crazy on the back of this. But again, I'm using the Aleene's because it's very much forgivable. It forgives and it lets you move your paper around more than the other glues do. So I'm doing a real light glazing. I'm not actually going super hard on my squeeze there. It's a lot of glue, but it's not real thick, so that I want to be able to maneuver this correctly into place. Okay, and I think I did. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so there's that. So that brings a little bit of a difference to it. It's not all the same like with all my collaging. It gives you, so that front panel has Tim Holtz on there. Then we have my collages. So yeah, there we go. So what time is it? Oh, it's about time to end. You know what I was thinking of doing was using like one of these cards, or a couple of them. Now, the ones I had that we did the other day, I was thinking, I actually did, was it this one today? Yeah, I did this one today. Remember how I used that butterfly on the one that was colored and it had too much of a picture on it itself, the card? Well, I did it on the gold, and it, as you can see, turned out very pretty. So we might, let's do some, real quick. Let's do a little bit of the Woody. I just sprayed a little water so I could tap it. Take it around this edge just to give it a little bit of pizzazz. A little pizzazz. So I hope you guys didn't mind the rattling too much, and that was kind of annoying to me. I hope all of you are more forgiving than I am of myself. I don't know. But we got it. We did it. We got some of it done. I still am going to, of course, decorate. Not today, but maybe I'll bring it back tomorrow. I don't know, and decorate it. Oh, I'm not going to do the back. Now I'm wondering though how this is going to glue in. I am going to put like a phrase here or something, but I'm going to do this as a little tuck, I think. Do I want a pocket or do I want a tuck? I could do a little side pocket. Kind of like tucks with smaller cards like this. I'm going to try my hot glue on this and see how the card handles it. if it sticks. If it don't, I'll do something else, like cover this with paper and then do it. But it might. Let's try. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. I like this one too because it had the lavender and the butterfly, and I just thought that kind of complemented the tape that we used, the washi tape that we used. Let's see. Seems to be sticking. Yeah, seems to be sticking all right, you guys. So there's a little corner tuck. Now, let's see. No, he's too bright. I don't like that. Well, that's pretty, but I want to use it on something else. Now this is nice right here. Or maybe I will just use this one as another tuck. And then these close in. Or we could put this, let's see. This side's struggling to close right here. I'm thinking that, I don't know that I can trim this down at all, but it's seeming to want me to. You know me, I'm always trying things like this that just to see, even though it's going to be virtually impossible to get this even, but I'm seeing that it's, when I'm folding it, it's kind of, as you can see, this pieces are folding down, so I'm seeing if I can trim this edge. So far, so good. We're almost there. Woohoo! Praise God. Thank you, Lord, for these little blessings. Yeah, seriously, I'm serious. I thank the Lord for things like this. You know, He really does care about every part of our lives. He cares about us. As if you do our devotions, you know, we've been talking a lot about knowing that God loves us and understanding our responsibility and what our response to that love should be. Amen? Okay, let's see. Nope, it's still wanting to hit right there a little bit. I wonder if this paper is doing it, maybe. Maybe, because that's that part that I that I lifted. How about we try it this? This is probably the stuff I should just do on my own, huh? Nope, there's no glue coming out, so it must be jammed up. No, it's not. Come on. Yeah. So come out. What I was thinking was if I glue this down, this edge, because it is, the envelope is lifting here. That seems to be a part of the problemo. And then we're just going to press that. And I'm going to come in here with, this is so messy, but I want to make sure. Okay. All right. Yeah, there we go. That's holding down a little better. That part of the envelope had totally raised up under that paper. So I'm thinking if I have this shut for a little while, you know, that will seal the deal on that, and then it's closing again. So that was part of the issue. This part's still a little bit high, but anyway, you guys get the gist. And I'm gonna find the right pocket. I mean, not part, the right pocket to put over here on this other side. I'm thinking those scissors have glue on them. You know, it's just a fraction of a hair of paper that's folding right there. But anyway, we got this not decorated, but we did get it finished. And as you can see, it's staying closed. It doesn't need anything. Now, I did just notice that my tape is totally uneven, but that's my paper being uneven. So I'll probably come back over this edge with more of the purple, like so, just to make it cohesive, make it match, because right now it's not matching. And I don't want that to be like that, because that was way off, way off. And it wasn't the tape, it was just, it's just the paper. So let's see. Yep, we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I know I'm keeping you now, just messing around with, fiddling around with stuff. Okay. And I'll just run my little piece, my little glue here real quick since it's right here. And make sure it's folding correctly. There's that side. It's hitting that little girl's head just a little bit, but it's okay. Now, there. That's better. Now it looks even. I didn't like that. It was very uneven. So, all right, guys, I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in tomorrow's video, okay? God bless you. Bye-bye.